Buddy, hello, and welcome back to yet another episode of Always Be Brewing. As always, I am your host, Chase, and today we are going to be building Rograkh and Kediss, which are two lovely and amazing partner commanders from Commander Legends. I'm still on a Commander Legends kick, and currently we aren't really having... there we go, that looks a little better. Currently, we really aren't having anything from Kaldheim that has kind of hit that sweet spot that I'm going for. So I just thought I'd kind of sit back, relax, and do some fun building today around Rograkh and Kediss, which is a really cool partner pair that I really quite like. I'm going to see if I can tweak some lighting just a bit, so bear with me as I hopefully don't knock over my camera. That is a big concern, hitting my camera. Oh, that looks way better. Anyways, hi. We're back to build some fun. If I could adjust my comfort level in my shirt. Okay. Rograkh and Kediss. So, I wanted to do budget. Not the Wand Inspector is correct. A casual turn 5 victory. You know how it is. I wanted to do something a little more intro friendly to individuals who are playing Commander or just getting into Commander. That build that I made was indeed from majority of stuff I already owned, but I did run some pretty busted stuff. I ran Sword of Fire and Ice. I ran actually a lot of swords and that's not really budget friendly, so I thought I could do a really cool budget friendly build that, you know, is like still pretty good and chill to a bunch of different people. I'm trying to tweak my capture a little bit, so forgive me a second as I tweak some stuff here. I'm trying to get the background visible, and unfortunately I've discovered a lot of my shirts are black and I had to cancel out black, so I'm surprised that it's getting my tank top today because it wasn't getting my tank top earlier, so God bless. Was a little concerned about that. You know, here we are, we're doing it live. So Rograkh and Kediss, I thought it'd be kind of cool, so we're just going to move this over here and go ahead and getting started. For budget build, also before we even begin, Not the Wand Inspector, a Silly Muffin 33, and Schmandrew Art, Crab Baskets, hello, thank you all for being here. So, what we are building. Good news is, majority of our lands are going to be mountains, which is the beauty of being in a monocolored deck. And I think the only other land I would want to run personally would be like a Valakut. Never mind, that's not considered budget, so we're not going to run Valakut. I'm a wee bit nervous on the concept of budget here, but we're gonna do this. So for now, we're just gonna put ourselves in a cool, crisp 36 mountains. So we're already halfway done with the deck. Cyclers, Forgotten Cave feels good. If I could spell Forgotten Cave, that would be good. Let's see, Castle, Embereth. Let's see if it's considered budget. For budget, I'm trying to go like, yes it is, cool. I would go like 5 and under, you know? So we can honestly remove 1, remove 2. Nope, gotta remove 1. Boom. Opal Palace seems cool with Rograkh 2. Yeah, that seems pretty good. I feel like getting the lands would just make this deck a lot easier to kind of go through, you know? Can we call him Roger? I like calling him Rograkh. Okay, you know, I feel pretty good about that, this decision here. These honestly feel like good lands to choose from. So moving forward, let's kind of keep on going here. Let's see. Teetering Peaks is a nice pump on a land as well. Ah, boom. Not bad. Okay. And I want to see how much Zephyrin Void is. Not what I thought it was. Never mind. Okay. So I think we can go ahead and start getting going. So I actually have pieces of him here. And I think we could kind of start going off of this with what I have. So when I say I built him from junk on my desk, I mean it. But I did take some of my stuff out of Akiri. So I'm trying to be like budget friendlier. So let's take a dive into Chase's deck box here. Normally I don't touch decks that I've already built. However, I really want... So actually, that's a good question, not the wand inspector. Is the budget overall cost or the limit of the individual cards? So I think for budget, let's focus on overall cost. Because I think having every card be like 5 and under would be a bit ridiculous. So maybe we'll pop in a Valakut, and it's not necessarily imperative to the deck's function. So I say I want us to shoot for, and I know I'm being very generous here when I say this, I would like us to shoot for $100. 100 and under. I would prefer to be under 100 for this budget build, okay? I know that we can do this. I know that this is something achievable for us, but I really want to aim for 100 and under. And I feel like that's something we can do if we just put our mind to it. And the really beautiful thing about budget builds is that we get the luxury of kind of like, you know... Well, I shouldn't even say the luxury about budget builds. I should say the luxury about this commander. We're not going to have to worry too much about casting our commanders. They're very low in CMC. I feel like we can definitely achieve that. All in all, like, I have a couple cards here that I'd like to run by you guys, because again, I built this randomly off of junk I had off the top of my, not library, but my desk, quite a handful of time ago, so to speak. And I really do, yes, I am thinking Voltron, so I want us to do some auras and some equipment that I think would be really, really, really fun. So, a card that I'm thinking of adding is Grafted Exoskeleton. We can deal infect damage with everybody. I think it'd be kind of neat, you know? As an example of things I wanted to do, if I remember... So another example, Claws of Valakut, 14 cents, very potent. We are in mono red. It feels like a good card to add in here. I love Claws of Valakut. Then, this is $3, but we can draw cards, which I like. Then there's another card I was thinking, Valakut. I thought it was like the Ring of Valakut, Ring of something. Double strike granting spells would be good for getting 21 commander damage. Yes. So what are some good double strike spells? While I look for Ring of something. There's a ring that does the exact same thing I want. Wow, I should have done Ring of. That might have been better for me, Chase. Good job, Chase. Thank you, Chase. You're welcome, Chase. Okay, Ring of what? Okay, here we go. Before we Ring of... Come on. I know it's Ring... Is it Ring of Valkus? Is that what I was thinking? I feel like that's not what I was thinking, but we'll pop it in. I'll have to go back and check. Teamer Battle Rage, excellent choice. And of course my thing doesn't want to work. Okay, Teamer Battle Rage, excellent choice. Dictate of the Twin Gods, another good choice, also cost effective. Salt Strobe, that's new. Double Strike, yes, I love it. A Fire Shrieker, that is in my Akiri deck, and with good reason. It is a really good card. Let's see. Jorp. Mercadia's Downfall is a favorite of mine. Alright, let's see it. Check and get you consider for each non-basic land if any creator controls. I think that's actually pretty sweet. I like that. Let's see. at you. Okay, Overblaze. It is you, damn it. I am the grid. Oh my god. Everyone in chat, Anna is my coworker, and she found my Twitch. Alright, each time target permanent would deal. And thank you for the follow, Anna. I appreciate it. Oh my god. Inquisitor's Flail is pretty sick if I could fucking type. Which is technically double strike, but not double strike, which is why I like it so much. Dragon Mantle. Love it, because we can just pump it. Unleash Fury. Let's see. Double the power. That's not been added in here yet, but I do like Unleash Fury. So for a silly muffin, in order for us to go budget, I was thinking of us focusing on the overall cost of the deck as opposed to card cost. I think it's easier if we just focus on the overall cost of the deck. Let's see how much where we are now with cost. I don't really think we're going to include the cost of basics, considering basics are like literally a penny. So we don't have to worry about that. So how much are these going for? We'll figure that out. What do we got here? So another one that I used from the junk I had on my desk was Grafted War Gear. It has the equip cost of 0 and becomes unattached from a permanent. Sacrifice that permanent. I like that because we're never going to really unattach it from Rograkh, and I think it's kind of important to get that early equip out. Let's see. Oh, that's a mask. It's like Mask of something, which is probably not going to help. It's like, maybe it's Mask of Memory. Mask of Memory. Okay, card draw. Important. Quite like card draw. Bargain. Okay. So Bargain, it gets 2/2 and done turn each non-attacking each. I like this. It's a simple pump spell. I'm worried about the simple pump spells, but we do have simple double strike spells. Rogue's Gloves. Good choice. Okay. We need card draw desperately in here, so I'm not opposed. Another good one is Explorer Scope. We look at the top card of our library. It's good ramp that we kind of need here. Now I'm going to add in a controversial spell. It's $10? Are you kidding me? Okay, this might not make it in the final cut, but I'm going to pop it in. Rogue's Passage, good choice for land. Unblockable is a must. Coach Gonzalez, hello. How are you doing today? Crab Baskets, we do have Tumor Battle Rage in here, and not the one Inspector Torbrand is popped right in here. I don't believe, oh god, now we're getting into the expensive equipment territory. Sort of the Animist, I think, is pretty expensive. Yeah, it's around $10 too, so these might have to be cuts that need to be made. Yeah, it jumped pretty much in price, which is really weird. It's just good ramp. Yeah, we're already at $52. So, hey Scrap Trawlers, how y'all doing? I mean, as long as we stay below our goal, I would prefer 100 and under. If it's 101, I'm gonna be that person. I really want us to remain at a healthy level of lands here. Well, not lands, but in general, just price. I really want to make this as budget as can be because we have been not doing budget. Jorp, we do actually already have that in here, the Valakut Awakening, which is a really good card. I think we can go ahead and get, let's get some Tormenting Voice up in here, as well as Thrill of Possibility. Love it. Flamekin, Village Homer Baz could be useful for granting haste. Yes, we need more haste. I agree, we need more haste. Okay, Handwear Battlements, Dousing Dagger, 415. We're pushing it a bit, but I like it. Madcap skills. It does double menace, but that pump is good. What's the R1 that drops? What's the R1 drop that taps to give something haste? I do not know, actually. Okay, I like that. I actually had a concept that I was just trying to flip and remember. This is not going to be cheap. I can already feel it in my bones. Helm of the Host is not cheap. Okay, locks it on Warhammer. That lifelink is really important here. Or are you talking about Fervor? It's not a 1-drop. It's a 3-drop enchantment. But creatures you control have haste. It's not horrible. Can this deck run Anger? I mean, we'd have to find a way to get him into the art, and people are not going to really want to block him. Simple Cellist. I see what you're going for, and I vibe with it heavily. I just don't know if we're going to get there. If I could spell, that'd be really cool, Chase. Thanks, Chase. You're welcome, Chase. Blackblade Reforge. Good in our lands. Tut-tuck. Oh, can I not spell him? Oh, it's Tuck. Tuck. I spelled it wrong. Tuck, Rubble Fort. Creatures you control have haste. It's a vibe. Granite Grip. Yes, love this card. Bloodlust Inciter. I'm a little less apt for that one, just because we have to tap him. So if we, it feels a little, I don't know. Let's see, Footfall Crater. Now that I vibe with, and then Expedite. The gain haste until end of turn. Let's see. There was another card I was thinking of, but I just can't seem to flip and remember it. I'm very good at what I do. A Brass Squire is really good for that instant equipment. We already have the Inquisitor's Flail, though. I vibe with it. Oh my gosh. What is it? It's, Equip costs are 0. Equip costs are 0. Target creature comes running, gains haste, and then return, draw a card. Boop. Now, this is gonna bug me if I don't remember what card this is. Why did we forget Faithless Looting? It's Reckless Charge. It's a it's a creature that, gives, it's like an equipment cost 0. Is there like any way we can do an advanced search on here? Oh, this is gonna bug me if I don't get it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm here for support. So Anna, Tuesdays I don't play Magic, I build Magic cards, and then I write an article about those cards. So currently I'm working with chat to brew a deck, and today I wanted to do the challenge of making it budget. Typically, decks are in the thing that I'm building are very expensive, running around 300 and up, 300 being on the cheaper side of things, unless you go super budget, and today I'm trying to go super budget, hitting 100 and under. So it's, oh gosh, it's gonna kill me. I can see the art. It's like a person screaming. I'm gonna find this. I know it's here next to me This is gonna bother me if I don't figure this out. Where are you? Who are you? What it? Found it. So good at video games. And a goat at the... Alrighty. I literally just looked at the card. Champion of the Flame. Sometimes we can't always hit with our commander, so it always feels good to have that extra bit of, you know, oomph. Person Screaming, that's like half of red cards. Crushing Drawbridge, good one. The Legend from Dominaria, there's a, that makes 3/1. Frick, I don't have that in here, but I know who you're talking about. It's... Don't know how much we're wanting to get equipment, but Sword of Vengeance would be good. We're definitely doing Voltron, so definitely here for the Voltron vibes. Sword of Vengeance is good. Let's see. Valduk. I knew it started with a V. It was a V. 23 cents. You love to see it. I wonder how much Strata Scythe is. Not as expensive as I expected it to be. We do have Footfall Crater, I believe. I'm going to double check. I think we already do. Yes, we do. Beautiful. I'm trying to think of like other really good budget cards that we can pop in here. Let me go back to our list and see where we're at price. Okay, we're at $76, but our deck is almost complete, which I really dig. I think for ramp, a good Burnished Heart would be good. We already have Brass Squire in here. Inspiring Statuary. Non-artifact spells you have influence. Your artifacts can upcast the spells. Each artifact you tap mana abilities. Possibly. The Gatherers, I love that you mentioned Jeweled Lotus, but I don't want one card to be the price of the entire deck, because Jeweled Lotus is currently a cool crisp 62, and that's like half the deck cost. And we're trying to go budget today. We're trying to be a bit, a bit budget friendly. I want to challenge myself, I'm gonna be honest here, to be budget friendly. Because if we are not budget friendly, I wanna appeal to the cool kids, I wanna appeal to the masses, of Magic players. Quizzle's Toll Collector, Golem Skin Gauntlets, good one. Lovely. Arcane Signet isn't expensive anymore, is it? It's $2, better than when it was $8. Masses love budget and non-budget, though. That's true, but I feel like I've been doing mostly very expensive decks, and I really want to, like, do a deck that, you wouldn't necessarily break the bank over. Now, I will say $100 is not inexpensive. It is not an inexpensive concept. $100 is a lot of money. That's like... Hold on. That's like 25 4-for-4s. I can't believe I just did 100 divided by 4. That thing quarters, Chase. Jesus Christ. Okay. Point is, that's 25 4-for-4s, and that's a lot of money. We love 4-for-4s here. Lava Brink. Oh, okay, hold on, I gotta read this. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player may put a doom counter on Lava Brink Floodcapes or remove from it. Then if it has 3 more doom counters on it, sacrifice it. This doesn't, This doesn't really feel like it fits. I feel like we'd be fine on mana. I'm not so sure about the Floodgates. We do have the Tome of Legends. I love the Crushing Quarters that deck list that Mish creates. Grafted War Gear. We do have Grafted War Gear in here. What else? I was thinking of maybe popping in some more creatures that could be a bit, oh god, if I could remember the name. They're... Oh god, hold on. I have him literally right next to me. If you just give me 10 seconds, I can remember his dumb little face. What is his dumb little face? It's... Oh, there it is. I think he'd be good in here. I think having other creatures that we can rely on in case we cannot rely on our commander, so to speak. So I was thinking Etched Champion, Metalcraft, which I like. Let's go ahead and do a Blasphemous Act. We currently actually just received a $10 donation from Extra Life, so thank you to whoever donated on Extra Life. We already added it. Yeah, it's $1.55. Where are we at now in cost? We're sitting at 84 cards. I feel like we can add more creatures in here. It was Stepsis. Well, Anna, thank you for donating to charity. I currently have my donation link on my panel set to charity. So thank you for donating to charity, Anna. Oh my god. Humble Defector. Draw 2 cards. We can trade that. Gamble it a bit. Relentless Assault. This man looks like Bret Michaels from Rock of Love. That's really good. I like the cost on that. What are some other really good creatures that we can get in here? Is Leyline Tyrant any expensive? Leyline Tyrant. He's 315. We can get Leyline Tyrant, and maybe just for the hell of it, we can get a Neheb. Do something with that combat damage to generate $17. Sir, I already own one of you. I didn't know you were $17. Well, gee willikers, everybody. Oh, Kranko's a good one. Whenever he attacks for the first time each turn, untap. And untap also. Yeah, he's equipment based. I like it. We'll do a Kranko, Mob Boss. Oh, I thought you were talking about this dude right here. Are you talking about Mob Boss or Kingpin? Because Kingpin's the one that's really good on combat. Okay, cool. Kingpin. Mana Geyser was not said, but we will look at it. I feel like this is going to be a really easy build this week. We might be actually under time because of the budget aspect. $82. No thanks. Mana Echoes. I'm just going through here. You know what? It's a vibe to ramp and I dig it. To the 14 beautiful people chilling out with us tonight, thank you. I know that budget is probably not the vibe people are going for, but I respect it. Budget's a fun vibe. So we're sitting at 99 cards. We would need one more to be officially at 100, but I know that we're definitely going to be making some additions and definitely going to be making some cuts here because we are already over budget at $108, and I would really like to get it to under 100 if we can. And I know that we can do that. I feel like we don't have as many artifacts as we should. And our enchantments are pretty low. What's let's go ahead and get a Furnace of Wrath. It's $5. Armory Automaton does hit that sweet spot. Boom. Okay, I think we're in a place where we can still continue to add and not be overwhelmed. Let's see, I do have this card in my deck. I do not know if it is budget friendly though. It is at $9, but I think this will be fun because why not? Let's go ahead and add like a fire diamond because why not? Hero's Blade. If I could spell, we could get a Hero's Blade out. This benefit may attach Hero's Blade 3/2. Alrighty, so I want us to have, we're at 17 creatures. I feel good. We do have Burnished Heart in here as Chaos Agent. It's a good vibe. I really feel like, okay, we're at 22 artifacts now, so I feel a bit better about that. Equipment. Hold on. Is there a way that I can search for something in particular? We already have Golem Skin Gauntlets popped in here. Annex. What are you doing here, sir? Power is equal to your devotion to red whenever here non-token creature dies. I don't know about Annex. He feels kind of weird in here. A way that I can like search deeper? I know that sounds weird, but could I do like an advanced search? Because I can do an advanced search on okay, the formatting's gonna look a bit weird, y'all. But I'm doing it for the advanced search. Okay. I was about to suggest Final Fortune to snag wins out of nowhere, but it's, yeah, Final Fortune is not an inexpensive card. It is a pretty pricey card. Got it. Okay, I guess I was thinking of something completely different because this just feels fine. Well then, okay, so gotta stick to budget. But I don't want to stick to budget. There's some really good equipment that we can use here, which is, I know it's gonna be really dangerous when I type in this right here. Equipment, let's go. 283 possible cards. Let's take a dive deep into this and see what we can do here. Avarice Amulet. It is sitting at 20 cents. Behavior upkeep, draw a card, and gets Vigilance, which Rograkh does not have. I'm gonna pop in that Avarice Amulet. I feel like that might be a good addition here. I know at this point I'm kind of going, it was $10 2 months ago and under 3 6 months ago. That's crazy. Basilisk Collar is that cheap? Probably not. It's like $2, you know? I know I'm adding well above our price, but right now I want to add as many good cards as we can. Champion of the Flame is in here. Is there a way we can give it flying? Is Bladed Pinions bad? I mean, double first strike, but... Do you know of any, like, cheaper CMC or equip artifacts that give flying? I would very much like to give flying. Bone Saw. Insult to Injury, good card. Pop that in while I keep looking. The Kite Sail. Yeah, Cliffhaven Kite Sail. I want to give him flying. Is it the most powerful equipment ever? Not at all, but it is something that I think we could use. Colossal Hammer would be great, but that loses flying, sucks. At this point, I'm just kind of bopping through here. Indestructible, is dark steel plate expensive? Yes, it is. It is $10. I know that we can... This is gonna suck. Cuts today are gonna suck because I feel like we're definitely gonna be cutting some really good cards just because of price. And that's, you know, that's how it be when we're kind of doing this, but, wish we could put an Elbrus, but it's technically black, so we can't pop it in. Embercleave would be hysterical, but Embercleave is $11, and I don't even think it's that good. So you said Wings of Hubris. Let's see what we got. Wings of Hubris, flying. Sacrifice it, quick creature capable of Logos turn. Okay, I like Wings of Hubris. That's definitely something our weird little Rograkh would be, is, you know, have a bit of a complex. The sandals feel cool, but I feel like we already have them in here. I love General's Kabuto, but I don't think it'd be too great in here. Even if he dies, it's not going to be the worst, to be honest. Grappling Hook. Got that in there, got that in there. He is so cool. I love him. Hammer of Nazan is not cheap. It is $6. Dang it, it is good though. Okay. At this point, I'm just running through cards that I feel like might be good here. So please, by all means, we can move to cuts whenever y'all want to. I'm just kind of in my feelings with these cards right now. I feel like we're definitely gonna cut. God, I really want to put Hot Soup in here just for Spice 8 Rack. I want to do it just for Spice. I think it'd be very funny to just be like, I did this. Low Blobber is a vibe. We have the Loxodon Warhammer. Love Lucille. We can't put her in here though. So you said Moon Silver Staff. Moon Silver Spear. First strike, it attacks me and an angel. Soup. Nekote. Okay, I'm almost done going through these many equipments that I'm just kind of perusing through. Quietus Spike, is that cheap? Yeah, let's get a Quietus Spike. Why the hell not? I feel good about our choices here with Quietus Spike. Sky Blinder Staff. Let's get this. Keep going. Rings of Evos Isle. Rings of Valkus. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay, so you said Skybinder Staff. We are almost there. Scythe Claw, Seraphic Sword, Shadow Spear. We all know that's not cheap. H-I-J, Skeleton Key. Skulk would be very funny. I think Skeleton Key would be kind of cool here. Skulk is really good. Wait, no. That wouldn't work, would it? No. Utility lands. We have about $50 worth to cut. Yeah, I know we do, but we can do it. And I know that we can do it. I just really want to make sure that we are well-rounded. Skyblinder Staff. Joy was familiar, feels good. I did not spell that right. Okay, cool. Slayer's Plate, the Wand, Spectre Shroud. That art is creepy. Alrighty, we are almost done, you guys. We are now in the S's, which essentially means that we're done. Why do we not have a Lightning Greaves in here? I just realized that's kind of obscene for us. I'll grab a Trailblazer's Boots, then a Greaves and a Swiftfoot Boots and call it quits. Lightning Greaves. And then Swift Foot Boots, and then how much is a Vandal Blast? Okay. Alright. Nope. Get off my Patreon, please. Okay, guys. We are now at 120 cards. We got some cuts to make. We got not only 20 cards to cut, but we also have to hit our target goal of $100 and under, and I know that we can do that. It's just gonna be a bit annoying, but I believe we can do this. I don't think we deserve it, Zaro. We're now sitting at a pretty 30, so the really cool thing I like about Moxfield, and why I've moved to Moxfield as opposed to Scryfall, is because it gives you a price breakdown according to your section. So currently we're doing $10 on sorceries, $30 on creatures, but then we're doing a whopping 76 on equipment, and then 17 here. They counted mountains. I wonder, here, 30. Okay, they're not including the lands in here, which I'm actually really happy that they're not including the basics. That is actually pretty sick that they're doing that, because it makes it a little easier for me. Okay, so our goal is to cut 19 cards currently. We'll start in terms of what we feel like needs to be cut, and then we'll move on to budget aspects. So looking at our enchantments, I'm actually feeling pretty okay with what I'm seeing here. Cartouche of Zell, I like it in here because it gives you haste, the 1/1. Food time, our budget goal is 100 and under. I'd really like to hit that under mark, but if we're just sitting pretty at 100, I'll be happy. Dragon Mantle, flawless card. I like this because of the haste. Granite Grip, the mountains. That's where our bread and butter are gonna be. Same thing for the Claws of Valakut. I look at our enchantments and I feel really good about them. Our most expensive enchantment here is indeed Fiery Emancipation. And I did end up, you know, Aaron, if you're watching this, I'm sorry and I love you. And Chris, if you're watching this, I'm sorry and I love you. But I played my Rograkh and Kediss deck with them, and I was like, I built this with just garbage from my desk, which I did. That was on my desk, and I drew into it and I played it, and I won really early on because I did not understand how Fiery Emancipation works with Kediss, and I felt like an ass afterwards. But I wanted to win because winning's fun. But in hindsight, oh god, Aaron and Chris, I love you. I'm sorry. That might be what this deck is called, Oops All Damage. But in terms of enchantments, I'm feeling pretty good about this, so we can kind of scroll up, which is where we're going to hit our scarier parts. Artifacts. Looking at this, I already don't vibe too terribly much with the Inspiring Statuary. Because if we scroll down, I don't think our curve is pretty bad. Our curve is highest at 3 and barely goes anywhere else. So I don't think we need it as much as we think we do. Hey, Klepto Duck, how you doing? Folks from Lexicon doing good today? I hope they are. We're just vibing with a budget build tonight. Okay, so because I've seen it do work in Valdeck, but the deck is like all equipment. I know we're mostly equipment, but I don't know. We'll see. Our curve is so low that I'm not too terribly worried about it. Okay, so this is where I ask you guys the big questions that I feel like are pretty important. To my lovely friends, concept of Helm of the Host. Food Time, we are running Blackbait Reforge. Helm of the Host is a really good card. It's not necessary to this deck's ability to win. I just like it because I think the possibility of equipping this to Kediss and then copying Kediss and then just going damage, 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 I think is pretty fun. Yeah, Zara, we're gonna do it on Kediss. Kediss is the money shot for Helm of the Host. Yeah. Hammer of Nazan is again another expensive one, sitting at a cool crisp $7. I like it in here because its equip cost is 0, and that's a pretty big deal, is getting that down to nothing. I really like that, and I think that's kind of what we need. But again, cost, you know, is kind of scary. So it seems we're at a bit of a moment here. Sword of the Animist. I don't think we're going to need to ramp this hard, and that $10 hurts real bad. Okay. Grafted Exoskeleton. I think winning with Infect is hysterical. I think this is really fun. I should also, you know what, while we're doing this, I should probably tweet out, do y'all consider a $100 commander deck budget? Am I so far removed as a creator now that I think this is budget? Because that would really make me sad if I was like, is this budget? And it's not. If people on Twitter say this is not budget, I'm gonna feel like such an ass. Dead ass. I'm gonna feel like such a jerk. I'm like, we're going for budget today, guys, and it's like $100 million is our budget. As far as content creators, it's budget. I think it depends on the groups that you roll with. We consider anything under $200 budget. I'm just trying to go, I don't know. I don't, am I not an average Joe anymore? I used to think spending $5 on a card was insane. Now I'm like 20? You know, Jesus. I feel so awful if I'm wrong. I still think spending $20 on a card is expensive, though. God. What have I become? Okay. Let's keep going. Avarice Amulet. I want your opinion on this. The only reason I really like this card is because the equipped creature allows us, oh, Klepto Duck. No, I mean, is $100 for an entire commander deck budget? Yeah, I typically try to trade into things too. Trading for store credit usually is what I like to do. That is definitely the vibe that I like to go for. I hate that my hair keeps popping out like that. That's so gross looking. Okay. Beautiful people. Avarice Amulet. Let's dive deep into this for a second. I like this card because it gives us that card draw at our upkeep, which is important. The only issue is, yeah, they'll gain control of the Avarice Amulet, which sucks, but we get Vigilance, which I like, and that card draw and that buff is pretty sweet. Do you guys like Avarice Amulet? Rograkh ain't gonna die. You'd be quite surprised at how many times that boy got sniped. Okay, Sword of Vengeance. Also, is my music too loud? Tell me if my music's... I think my music's too loud. I'm gonna turn it down. Okay, Sword of Vengeance. The 2/0 first strike, Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. We already have the first strike, but the Vigi, the Trample, and the Haste are pretty sick. Yeah. Stratascythe. I was thinking of having this be like a cheat for our mountain, so we would exile a mountain. Oh, Klepto Duck. We do already have Trailblazer's Boots in here. Okay, Strata Scythe. 47 cents. I would tutor for a mountain. Well, yeah, we have to for a land card, but we would tutor for a mountain, chuck it away, boom, you get a big beefy boy. And I like big beefy boys, so we're gonna do it. Quietest Spike is $2. This is a jerk card, let's be honest, but I like I like being this way. So, thoughts on the Quietest Spike? Because I feel like we all really are vibing with the other enchantments that we have so far. Well, I checked my Twitter poll. Osapag, thank you for the follow, friend. Godo. I think we do have Godo. That's like a cup of noodles. That's 2 cup noodles, actually. Alrighty, guys, we are at 1 to cut, 2 to keep. 1 to cut, Quietest Spike, 2 to keep. Alrighty, 111. Whoa! We have a lot of people who want to cut it. Dang, this wrecks house in my Akiri deck, but y'all are the bosses. We're cutting it. This is a bit expensive for something that doesn't buff our commander. Ooh, Sarl makes a really good point. Sarl says, my one concern is Quietest Spike might be a bit expensive for something that does not buff our commander, although the Death Touch is really nice with the first strike. Good point, Sarl. And we are indeed committed to this budget, baby. Y'all are smart, and I love you guys. Alrighty. The internet's an interesting place, guys. That's all I'm gonna say. Loxodon Warhammer, 3 mana. Well, technically, let's look at it like this. It's 6 mana, 3 to equip, 3 to cast. The trample, I think, is important. I've noticed that in my little jank build we don't have trample, and that lifelink, chef's kiss on that. Is Mimic that a good price right now? Honestly, I haven't looked at it in a while. I don't know. Lifelink, it's 48 cents. Okay, y'all are good. Okay, one of my favorite equipments ever that is not considered to be the best is Haunted Cloak. I like this because it gives us all the keywords we don't have. Vigi, Trample, Haste, those are good keywords. It's 4 mana. The equip cost is really cheap. So, Osapag, I really want us to focus mostly on our Voltron theme, and the reason why is because I feel like if we stray outside of that, it will be difficult for us going forward. So I say keep on the Haunted Cloak. Alright, let's vote in chat. 1 to cut and 2 to keep for the Cloak, babies. Put your numbers in chat. And Anna, if you're still here, you can vote too. Anna doesn't play Magic. I don't know if Anna's still here, but Anna doesn't play Magic. So much appreciated for Anna just finding my Twitch. So we got 1 cut, 2 keeps for the Cloak. Personally, I quite like this card. The equip cost is super cheap, feels good, and those I mean, you can't just scoff at those sick keywords. Those are good keywords. Okay. Okay, we got a tie. I was about to move on, so we do have a tie for our Haunted Cloak. Okay, the tie has been broken thanks to Osapag and Food Time. Okay. So now we're going to move to our next card, the Grafted War Gear. The buff, 3/2. 3 mana for a 3/2 buff. We have to focus in on it like that. We are never going to unattach it from Rograkh. Our goal is to literally put it on him and keep it there. The equip is 0. Love it. It's 9 cents. Very on point for the budget. I dig it. Alrighty. Having no words about the Grafted War Gear, so we're going to move on to Fire Shrieker. The double strike, it's a 5-mana double strike. Again, we have to look at it like that way. I don't like to look at it that way, to be really honest with you, but I think it's important that we do. The double strike's good. And with Kediss, that's double strike on everybody. So 5 damage turns into 10 damage, which turns into 10 damage to everybody. And with Fire Emancipation, that turns into 30. We do have Brass Squire. Kleptoduck, I'm going to be real honest with you. I have no idea how the heck to do defense in mono red. In terms of like removal, we got ourselves a Slag Storm. And we have I'm sorry, the internet's a crazy place. I'm sorry. I just ah! Okay, I'm back. I'm back mentally. I am present in this moment. Go ahead and make a recommendation, Klepto. And Dawson, we are brewing. I'll scroll all the way up for you guys. Rograkh and Kediss, the beautiful partner commanders from Commander Legends. Torbrand is a boss, and I love him. He is not necessary, though. We might crush him. I'm gonna scroll back down here. So people are liking Fire Shrieker. Okay, here is where I think a cut needs to be made. It'll give you viability for avoiding single instances of damage, as well as being able to redirect either to command or another creature that you control. Let's look at it. Next time a okay, first of all, I love that art. That is so stunning. Next time a source would deal damage to you this turn. You know what? I like that. I do kind of like that. Okay, going back down here, as much as it pains me, I think we need to cut the Darksteel plate. It is $9. It doesn't give any buffs or adds to our plan. Rograkh is a card that I've discovered you can cast very easily. When I had, it just didn't really make sense to have it. So we're going to cut the Darksteel plate. Boom! Okay. Wings of Hubris. Now, I know what you're saying. You're saying, Chase, doesn't give a buff. Well, you're dang diddly right, it doesn't give a buff. However, that 2-mana, well, the 3-mana flying is pretty good with unblockable. However, I can understand if you're feeling a little bit hesitant about it. I mean, come on, I would understand that very easily. I definitely like the concept of that. Is there a better version in Zendikar Rising? Have we considered Bloodlust? Great 1 CMC, 4/4. Cobbled Wings, 2 for wings. I think I have Cobbled Wing. I have Cliffhaven Kite Sail, which I think is better. Okay. Okay. Let's do 1 to cut, 2 to keep, because sometimes the words get a little jumbled all together. Because I know that there is a card called Cobbled Wings. I'll pull it up right here. We do have a Rogue's Passage. I just like the evasion that it can get. If I could type, that'd be even better. Okay. 1/1. Okay. How about we keep one of the wings, but we'll get rid of the Rings of Hubris. I like this one because it's essentially just a free equip. It's a 1-mana flying. Because when it ETBs, you just attach it. We'll just have the Cliffhaven Kite Sail and leave it at that. And, you know, we can add it again as we go on. Trailblazer's Boots. It's a little pricey, says... Oh, this budget's gonna kill me. Do you have Colossus Hammer? I don't have Colossus Hammer, and the reason why is, like, if I had a flyer... Colossus Hammer cannot be $4, is it? Okay. Got scared. 74 cents. It's a good mood. Oh, y'all scared me. Okay, 21 beautiful people, thank you for chilling out with me tonight. We were trying to do budget builds, and let me tell you, it's a wee bit difficult. Way more difficult than I expected. Okay. Friends, thoughts on Trailblazers boots? $1.66, which in reality it's not too expensive, but in the budget build, things add up. I really like the non-basic land walk. Lots of keeps. We're keeping it. Tome of Legends, the page counters. It's card draw, and I know it's a bit slow, but red really needs that card draw. Or we suffer and die, and I think it's really good to get that beautiful card draw. Yeah, lots of keeps. Resounding keeps. Swiftfoot boots, $1.66. Hexproof and haste. Now, the most important thing in here is that hexproof. I like hexproof. Hexproof is good. It's $1.66. I don't think it's that bad. I really think we should keep the Swiftfoot boots. There's no buff. But the keyword is what's important to me. I like that keyword. Alright, we're gonna move on. Rogue's Gloves. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you may draw one card. Again, it is card draw, 4 mana card draw, consistent. I like it. Can you tell I'm tired, everybody? Okay. People are responding well to the Rogue's Glove, so we're going to move to Rings of Valkus. Hear me out. 18 cents is not expensive, but I don't know how I feel about this. The 3 mana haste is good. Haste is good. The 1/1 counter on upkeep, I don't know. I like it, but does it belong? Is what I should say. Does this card fit here? Because, I don't know. I like it, but I don't really know if I vibe with it. So chat, 1 to cut, 2 to keep for the Rings of Valkus. Not what I was originally remembering. I guess in my mind I kind of made up what it was. I don't know. Okay, we'll move on and keep going. I'm gonna do a hard yes on Mask of Memory, because it is card draw, and I like that. Then we move to the Greaves, a bit expensive, but the haste and the shroud you can't beat. Quite like it. It's a good card. I think we can cut Fire Diamond. I don't really think we need it that much. Moving on to Inquisitor's Flail. I say yes to this. There's no buffs, but with Rograkh and Kediss, it can be a very lethal combination. And I think that's what we need to pay attention to, is that lethal combination. So I really like that. I'm quite tired, as you can tell. Hero's Blade. I don't know if that would be worth it. Do you think Hero's Blade is worth it? I want to cut Greaves because of Shroud. We can attach equipment if it's attached to a creature already. So I have Greaves in my Akiri deck, and all you just have to do is put on Greaves last. So people tend to just forget about it because I'm already equipping so many things on there. We can cut the Greaves if you really want. However, as someone who has experienced Greaves in an equipment deck where you have to be very careful about that, I haven't had much trouble. Like I thought I would, you know? Okay, Hero's Blade, give me the ones and the twos, baby. Please, chat, please. There's 19 of you here. I know that you can do this with me. Ah. Hero's Blade, 1 to cut, 2 to keep. If you think I don't want your opinion, you're wrong. I do very much. Alright, let's see. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Mr. Orion. Okay, we'll keep the blade for now. A Dowsing Dagger. We are now at a more expensive card. It's $4. ETBs. Make the plant tokens. When it does combat damage to a player, you may transform it. I'm going to see what it does on the transform. I don't think we need Dowsing Dagger that bad in here. I don't think we do. It's a good card, don't get me wrong. But guys, what do you think about Dowsing Dagger? 1 to cut, 2 to keep on the dagger. Because 2's Hero Blade seems good for counting on Rog being removed from time to time, yeah. Alright guys, give me your opinions on this. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna cut the dagger. I like the card, don't get me wrong, but that... it's expensive. Okay. Hey Cody. We're doing good. We're building Rograkh and Kediss budget edition. Why these self-imposed rules? Because I felt like it. I literally was at work today and I went, I'm going to make a challenge for myself because why not? You know, I thought it'd be kind of fun to just, you know, torture myself on a Tuesday night. Oh, JMB like clockwork. We might be able to put Jessica in here if we have enough room for her. Blackblade Reforged. I like this card. It adds up. It makes it lethal. The legendary equip is just chef's kiss as as compared to the 7. I like Blackblade. I'm a vibe with it. Arcane Signet, $2.28. A mana rock. Now I just realized we don't have a dang soul ring in here. So how much is a soul ring? Maybe I just want the soul ring. Oh, screw it. Okay, let's just pop in a soul ring. We really don't need that arcane signet as a mana rock, you know? We're in monocolored. Boop. Kediss's ability does not count as combat damage. It does count as a form of damage, but not combat. Skyblinder Staff, excuse me, is a newer one I've never heard of before. So let's see. Looking at this, equipped creature gets 1/0 and cannot be blocked by creatures with flying. I actually don't like this as much as I thought I would. I think I'm gonna move to cut it. Yeah, I think we all are kind of in agreement. Golem Skin Gauntlets. It's just beautiful. Love it. It's perfect. It's good here. Okay. Explorer's Scope. Like this card because we can look at the top of our library and kind of fiddle and figure around with some stuff, you know. Good card. I quite dig it. Now we move to a controversial card in this deck, and I say controversial because the price is really expensive compared to the other cards. Commander's Plate. It's almost $10. Hear me out. The reason why I want it in here is that buff is good. 3/3 is a good buff. Protection from each color, that's going to be white, blue, black, and green. That's a lot of colors. And in our monocolored deck, that's just so good to have protection from 4 out of 5 colors. It is such a good card in this deck. I am willing to wait on cutting it and see if we can cut anything else, but I really am a little bit attached to the Commander's Plate. Yeah, the budget cuts can be hard, and I think that if we keep moving, I think we might find some better cuts. So let's keep moving. Thoughts on Basilisk Collar? We already kind of like the Cliffhaven Kite Sail. We kind of agreed earlier. Thoughts on the Basilisk Collar before we go up to our next set of cards? One to cut, 2 to keep on the Basilisk Collar. I like the card. So we have 2 cuts, 1 keep. I don't know. I feel a bit weird about this card. I like it, but do we really need the Death Touch and the Lifelink? I don't think it's imperative to Rograkh's ability. So I actually think I agree with you guys on the cut. Okay, now we move into instants. I want us to look at this really hard. Each time a permanent would deal damage to a creature play this turn, it deals damage. Oh my god, double. 4 mana. Each time damage would deal a creature to this turn or play this turn, it deals double that damage. Okay, that card seems good in here. Let's look at Urza's blueprints while we do this. Don't quite like that CMC. That CMC hurts. Okay, 1 to cut, 2 to keep on Overblaze. What on earth? What on earth? I don't know. Internet's crazy. I'm sorry. I do not like the Urza's blueprints. That's 6. It is a 6. Okay. Valakut Awakening. I know it's $3, but give me your thoughts on the Valakut Awakening. Put in a number of cards from your hand on the bottom of your library, then draw that many +1. It's a good kind of lobber wheel. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I like Valakut Awakening. I actually have it. I actually have it in the little mini deck I made. However, I noticed that drawing into it can be kind of a feels bad moment, because if our hand is already really light, 3 mana for maybe like 3 cards is a bit I don't know. I'm willing to keep it as we continue, but I'm not married to the card. And yes, Overblaze is a bit expensive. One for Awakening, we have cheaper forms. I'm going to start being ruthless. I like that you guys are being ruthless. Let's cut it. Okay. Now we have Mercadia's Downfall. Attacking creatures get X0 until end of turn, where X is a number of non-basic lands defending player controls. I would like this if it was, I don't know, where, if it wasn't defending player. I am going to get rid of the Downfall. I'm not really vibing with the Downfall. Okay. I'm going to remove the downfall. Unleash Fury. I like it. I like it. I like it. Bargain. I don't like Bargain. I'm so sorry. I don't like Bargain. I'm so sorry. Hey, hey Medley fan. So far we're looking good at 108 cards. We are, over budget by $27, but I think we're going to be fixing that pretty soon, and we're going to be making some really nice fine-tuned tweaks and seeing how this goes. Expedite. Not sure if I like that 1 mana haste thing we got going on. The budget cap of Lowly Being is $100, so we are $27 over budget. In theory, I'd like to be under budget, but you know, sometimes that's not the case, but I'd really like for us to shoot for that today. I don't like Expedite as a card. I feel so bad. I don't know if this would be great in here, just due to the fact that we're not going to be drawing a ton of cards. At most, that'll be maybe 2-0 until end of turn. If we were in a more card draw heavy deck, I'd like it. I'm going to cut the Expedite. We are running Insult to Injury. It is actually right here. I'm gonna cut the Crimson Wisp. It's almost $2. It just feels weird in here. I like Valdivian Rage because we can do that at instant speed. Normally I wouldn't vibe with it, but in this situation I kind of vibe with it, so I like it. Okay, now we go to Sorceries. We only have $10 in Sorceries, so I'm not really worried about this, but I want us to... Jeez, Vandal Blast is expensive. It is more expensive than I thought it would be. Okay, guys. Blasphemous Act, I like, it's a good board wipe. I think we need ways of removal in here, and Blasphemous Act is like the epitome of good removal. I feel like we should cut Vandal Blast. I just popped it in there because it's a good red card. I love Blasphemous Act. I think it's worth it, but we do have to... that Vandal Blast hurts. Insult to Injury, I really like the damage can't be prevented aspect of it, and the double is good. Mana Geyser is good ramp, and it's only at $1.35. I'm not too worried about it. Relentless Assault, an additional combat, I dig it. Slag Storm, I like it because it could be creature removal or you know, just a good bump to people. We can pop in an Abrade, and we can pop in what's Downhill Charge? Oh, see, I like that. Okay. Card draw, card draw, card draw. I'm feeling good about everything else here. We do not have a Brass's Bounty. I don't think we need the ramp that bad anymore. I think we're okay because a lot of our spells, I mean, look at that curve. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, technically 1. Dawson, yes, we do have other creatures. We're just moving slowly towards them. So now we're at our creature section, $30 for the creatures in total. As much as it pains me, and I mean it, as much as it pains me, we are going to have to cut Neheb, and I hate that because he is such a good card, but we're going to have to cut Neheb. He is $17. I love him. He's such a good card. Okay, that hurt. I didn't like that, but we did it. Hurt me. The buyback kind of hurts. I feel like Shattering Spree is a better one. the replicate is, I don't know, I like Shattering Spree better. Okay. I'm looking more towards cuts at the moment, but it's only that target him though. I'm not too hooked on him. Let's look at what else we have left to cut, and then we'll add more cards if need be. So we have 7 cards left to cut. We're at 105. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get rid of the Insider. I just am not a fan of him. I also don't like the Bushwhacker in here. They just feel really weird. Okay. Looking at everything else, Godo, I like him because he allows us to 2 different equipment, put it on the battlefield, boom, we can get what we need. The Samurai ability won't happen. The additional combat phase feels nice. Thoughts on Godo, Bandit, Warlord. And now we're getting into the place where cuts are going to be a little bit harder. Godo, Bandit, Warlord. 1 to cut, 2 to keep. Beautiful people. We do have Helm of the Host in here. I did not even think about that combo. Well then. I didn't think about the combo, but that's really good that we have that in here. Makes me want to keep Godo, so we're keeping Godo. Eater of Days was in my Obeka deck, but not in here. Okay, guys. Going to Torbran. Be honest with me, Torbran is a good card. I have him in my Chandra Tribal deck. I love him. He's a badass. He's a redhead. I vibe with him. However, is that 2 damage gonna really mean a lot? Is it, are we married to it? You know? That's what I would very much like to know is, are we feeling married to that card? And I'll get rid of the Abrade. Because we put in, I don't know about Torbran. We're mostly single big sources, right? The +2 is nothing, and maybe it's not big enough. So that's my thing, is like in Chandra Tribal, it's different because we have multiple sources of red damage, which is what we want to go for. However, in here, it just feels a little weird because we're really only going with Rograkh, so that's just an added 2 damage with Rograkh. Yeah, it gets buffed by Kediss, but I don't know. It doesn't really feel like it fits. I'm going to move to cut Torbran, and we might be able to add him again later. Okay, hear me out. Dang, I like Leyline Tyrant, but I don't know if we need it. Guys, I think I might cut Leyline Tyrant. I like the card, but it just doesn't necessarily do anything. Okay, I'm gonna put Torbran back in, but I'm gonna cut the Leyline Tyrant. Leyline Tyrant's a good card. It just feels weird in here. And it doesn't trigger with Kediss. Medley Fan, I don't know if we would replace him, because like looking at this, Kediss is only when a commander deals damage, so it's not like universal damage. I only had him in here as a flyer. I like him, but do we need him? Not necessarily. Joyous Familiar, I like it. It's an expensive flyer, but the cost less just feels really good. Valduk, I like. Tut-Tuk, Rebel Fort, I like because of haste. Krenko makes creatures. I like creatures. Good, 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 good. Good. Oh, whoa! Armory Automaton is sitting at a $4 price tag, and I don't know how I feel about that. Do we need him? I don't think we need him that bad. He was an afterthought, if anything. I didn't know he went up to $5, essentially 50 cents away from $5. We don't really need him that bad. Card draw. I definitely think we're going to need to reassess our creatures heavily. What in honest to God? The Kazul's guy. It's a good card as opposed to Kazul's Toll Collector, but dang. We're under budget for now, but we still have to cut 2 cards, y'all. Which now makes this a bit more difficult than I expected. Oh, Reckless Charge. I do not like that. Okay, 1 more card. Yeah, I don't like the 13 creatures. I would like to be up towards at least almost at 20. 17 is a good number I'd like to be at. I don't feel particularly good about some stuff, but we'll fix it. I know we will. I love the General's Regalia, but do we really need it at this point? I feel like if we're gonna redirect it to our creatures, that's gonna suck. Because we really want as many creatures as we can. Maybe getting rid of the Regalia? I like the Regalia, but it doesn't feel... Should we drop... Dang it. Well, see, the reason we have Tormenting Voice in here is because we have Thrill of Possibility. Then we have Cathartic Reunion. Okay. Alright, let's get rid of the Regalia. I like it, but, you know. Okay. So we're exactly at 100 cards, and we are under budget. However, I feel like we need to tweak some stuff and fine-tune some things. So let's see. How about, well, he is a creature. Temple Bell? Oh, but that's universal, though. Okay, I like Jessica's Will. I can get behind that. Add a red mana for each card in target opponent's hand. Solemn feels good. Yeah, I like Solemn. Okay, okay. I don't feel good about the... I don't think we need ramp so much as we need card drawing creatures. That's our highest, I think, concern here. I wonder. Oh God. I'm like looking through my weird pitch pile, just trying to see if there's anything like We missed. Sabira be good in here? It's only power though. Yeah, she's not gonna be too great in here. If it was toughness, we'd be fine, I think. Okay, so I added the Solemn. Maybe we can get more cost reducers. So, we go here, go to advanced search. I definitely think that we could do... Where'd he go? Oh, come on. Oh. Give me a second. I know there's a card I'm thinking about. Foundry Inspector. Where'd he go? Yep. I like Foundry Inspector in here. It's a creature. Fits. Still under budget. Oh god, we can do this. I know that we can do this. We're doing really well right now, you guys. Don't mind me, by the way. I'm checking to see how my poll is doing on on Twitter. Also, we took out Neheb. Well, okay. What do you think about the Dreadhorde champion? He actually does not seem bad. You know? I'm actually not opposed to the dude. So what are some thoughts? I'm not mad because he gets his card draw. Okay. I've seen Dreadhorde do some sick stuff as his own commander. He seems really solid for digging out deep and applying beats. Okay. The Dreadhorde champion feels good. I'm trying to think of any other thing that we could do here that'd be really good. Runaway Steamkin might be good. Well, not necessarily because we have more artifact spells now than we do red. Okay, Blood Mist. Do you like Blood Mist? I do have the Cycle Land. Whoa, my keyboard's acting weird. Fun fact, I actually have Experimental Frenzy in the jank version I built. Okay. I really want to add Jessica. I know she's a planeswalker, but I have her in the one I have, and I really like her in here. And she's $5, but we can fix it. I know we can. I know that we can fix it. I know that we can, and she's really good in here. She is $5. Apparently her original art is more expensive than her alternate, so we're gonna go with use the cheapest. Okay, feeling better about our creatures-ish. I don't know if we need the Mana Geyser. I don't know if we need it, because looking down here... I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, we already have the Jessica's Will. He seems like a good way to cheat out some card draw. Okay guys, so now we're at 107 cards and we're $5 over budget. The cuts will be easier at this point. Now I do want to make a note to every single person in chat right now that I am indeed running a Valakut, which is not a cheap card. To highlight it, $17. It is not cheap, but I have it in here because it's a good red card. So don't be mad at me. But we can cut the Valakut. We don't need it. I just want it, but we don't need it. Valakut's just chill vibe, you know? We can cut it. We don't need it. I wanted to point it out because I would feel bad if I didn't tell y'all. I popped it in like in the first 10 seconds of streaming and some people noticed, but some others didn't. So I want to highlight we do have a $17 land in here. We aren't playing landfall, but Valakut doesn't really function off of landfall so much, just like an added bonus because it triggers at yeah, actually, yeah, it is landfall. I'm a liar. We'll remove it. Cut, and we're suddenly under budget. Oh my god. Okay, I feel like a jerk. It does feel like a luxury card. You guys are right. You guys are keeping me honest. Razor Swine feels funny. Is he cheap? God. 15. Fine with it. Okay, guys. So let's go back to the cuts. Because now I feel like we're adding too much. Now we're at 108 cards, so let's cut some cards. Jessica's $5. Mr. Orion, thank you. I'm going, my day's going very well. I'm tired, but I feel good. I'm just very tired. But it's a good day. It's been a productive day. I feel pretty good about it. Okay, do you think we need Slagstorm? I think Slagstorm is a really good cut. Yeah, I think we can keep Jessica too. The 8 cards at this point, like, our budget is at peak form right now. We just need to make sure that we make some pretty good and accurate cuts. We have Faithless Looting, Cathartic Radiant, Tormenting Voice, Thrill of Possibility. We have all the red card draw spells we need. Thoughts on the Slagstorm? Because the more I look at it, the more I'm not really vibing with it. Okay, I don't like Slag. We'll cut the Slagstorm. Okay, 7 cards left, everybody. We can do this. Experimental Frenzy, I like. It's a risky red card, but that's what red is. It's risky. It's a good vibe. I like the concept of Blood Mist, but the more I look at it, the more I feel maybe we should cut it. 4 mana just to give 1 creature double strike does not feel the best. And I feel like it's a good cut, you know? So, chat, tell me how you're feeling. Otherwise, I'll make executive decisions and put this deck over budget. Okay, I cut it, so we're now at 106 cards. 6 cards left to cut. God, 6 cards feels like so much right now. God, we have so many cards. No, we cannot cut Sit Slants. I refuse. Guys, help me out, please. I know that we can do this. Are you talking about Furnace of Wrath? I could stop scrolling all over the place. Yeah, I guess like having Dictate and Fiery feels good, and maybe Furnace of Wrath feels a bit overkill. Thoughts on cutting Furnace of Wrath, guys? Do you agree with it? Let me know before I make the decision. Okay, guys, let's do this in chat. Let's do numbers. 1 to cut, 2 to keep, as always. I feel like that makes it a bit easier. So tell me right now, 1 to cut, 2 to keep. On the Furnace of Wrath. 1, 2. Alrighty. 3 cuts. Okay, we got 3 votes for cuts. So I'll vibe with the 3 cuts. Furnace has been cut. 4. Okay, cut. Okay, guys, now we have 5 cards left to cut. We're sitting at a beautiful $82 for her budget. That's actually really nice. I'm feeling really good, and also props to us for having a $3 mana base. I don't think many people can boast that. Just kidding, yes they can, because we're monocolored and that makes it easier for us. Okay. We have a lot of artifacts. Maybe we can cut some. Thoughts on artifacts, everybody? We're at 25. They're at our highest. Cutting from anywhere else does feel wrong. So I think maybe, yeah, focusing on the artifacts is what we need to do. So we can cut 5 cards from our artifacts and still maintain the integrity of this deck, even though it makes me nervous, and 25 cards does not look like a lot. Yes, Dawson. That is a actual yes indeed thing it does. Fun fact, I did not know that. And it caused me to do some heinous stuff on stream. That makes me feel guilty. But yes, it does do exactly what you think it does, and it is a gold mine. We can cut the cartouche. Let's cut the cartouche. We don't necessarily need it. I like the Footfall Crater better. The Trample and Haste feels good. But we can cut that too if need be. Thoughts on the Footfall Crater? I guess we have some better haste enablers now, but we did cut a lot. Four left. I know we can do this. God, we're so close, you guys. Creator's not bad, but I feel like we probably have enough haste enablers. Okay, where am I going again? Okay, we'll cut Creator. To be fair, I do want to remind every single person I cut a significant amount of, I cut a significant amount of our haste enablers in here in terms of like one-time spells. We had a lot of instants and sorceries that were like 1 mana gains haste, and I did not like that. I'm gonna be extremely honest. I prefer the crashing drawbridge as opposed to the land. And I'll tell you why. I like the drawbridge better. Let's count the haste. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 sources of haste. Yeah, we have 5. We have, and I'll name them. We have the Boots of the Greaves, which is 2. Followed by the Haunted Cloak, which is 3. The Tuk Rebel Fort, 4. And yeah, never mind. Okay, so I feel good about our haste enablers. Yeah, never mind. I feel good about our haste enablers. Never mind. I'm feeling golden about everything we have here. Is a ring? Yeah, no, we're good on haste. I don't think we actually need to worry about haste. We had way more haste in here than I thought we did. 3 cards. I'm feeling good about this now. I don't want to cut the drawbridge just because it's a good blocker. I think it's a good blocker. A 0/4 is a pretty beefy. And I don't really want to cut any creatures. I feel like we're at a good number. I really like where we're sitting, to be honest. God, if we could get to $80 or even $70, I'd be so happy. That was loud and that peaked my audio. I just saw my audio spike really badly and I'm sorry for that. Hammer of Nazan. I like it, but do we need it? Oh, look, we have the Sword of Vengeance, which also gives haste. We got a lot of haste in here. Maybe we should cut the rings, because we also have the Sword of Vengeance, and the Sword of Vengeance is better than the Ring of Valkus. Do you guys think we should cut the Ring of Valkus as opposed to the Sword of Vengeance or Hammer of Nazan? I like the Hammer of Nazan because it gives Indestructible, and I think that's important, but a board wipe's a board wipe. Well, no, Indestructible, so it doesn't even matter. Maybe the ring? Lovely folks in chat, do you like the Ring of Valkus? The more I look at it, the less I am married to it. If you want cheaper and destructible, go to Darksteel Plate. Darksteel Plate was not cheaper, I thought. Go all the way down here. 5. Yeah, it is cheaper, but the Hammer of Nazan does good stuff too. Medley fan, yeah, cheaper and destructible, but we have to understand that the Hammer of Nazan gives free equips. Free equip, which I like. Should we get rid of the rings? Alright, 1 to cut, 2 to keep on the ring. Loxodon Warhammer. Okay, 6 mana for the trample and the lifelink. I like the trample. But is it a necessity? Okay, I feel like we have enough card draw that I do agree we can cut the amulet. Now 2 cuts left. Maybe thoughts on cutting the Loxodon Warhammer and the ring? My only thing is like, I don't know. Oh. Oopsies. I hit my table so many times by accident that I jostled my camera. I like the trample. I wonder if we could get a better trample equipment in here. If we're just gonna really, you know, like, go for it. Forebears Blade feels pretty good as opposed to the hammer, actually. 3/3 trample lifelink. 3/3 vigilance trample. Yeah, let's actually get rid of the Warhammer and put in the Forebears. I do like the Forebears Blade way more. Ah, I should have typed it in better. I like that better. Okay. Ah, okay. Now I know that doesn't necessarily help our cuts, but I think that's a better one. Shadow Spear, I do not believe is a cheap enchantment. Artifact, crap. Shadow Spear is a $7. Yeah. It's a wee bit much. If it wasn't that expensive, I'd be like, yeah, let's not put it in here. But okay. I feel better about that swap for the Loxodon with the Forebear's Blade, to be honest. Okay. Moving on to continued cuts. I feel like the ring is a good lop. I really want your. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna make the decision. It hurts me to make the decision, but I'm gonna do it. What about Hero's Blade? Or what about just the kite? Yeah, what about the kite sail? Hold on. Buff. 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 Okay. I think maybe cutting the Cliffhaven kite sail might be a good choice. But the flying is so attractive. Dang it. Guys, what do you think? We're at our final cut, and like, I think we're at a moment where this is just proving to be rather difficult. Cuts are never easy. In full disclosure, cuts are never easy. Yeah, I'm sad about the ring because I thought it was a cool concept, but I just feel like Dragon Mantle, good. Claws, good. Granite Grip, amazing. I mean, I feel great about every single thing we have going on here. Should we cut a land? I don't like the Teetering Peaks. I would feel pretty decent about cutting a land. Going to 35, is that crazy? If I cut Teetering Peaks, get 35 lands. We would have 97% chance of playing these on curve. We'd have 89. Go down to 76. 60. I feel good. Is it foolish to go down to 35 lands? That's pretty low. Typically, you know. Pretty low. If I'm being honest. How the heck is the foil promo version cheaper than the real version? Questions Chase would like to know. Yeah. So do you guys feel good? Well, no. Okay, I'm gonna add the land back, but I'm not gonna make it a Teetering Peaks. I'm gonna make it a mountain. Okay, so we are officially at 100 cards. So I feel better about this. I'm actually gonna play test us real quick. Turn 1 Soul Ring. You guys, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, mountain. We're gonna quickly pop out a Soul Ring and tap. We're gonna play our commander. We're gonna quickly tap a Cool Crisp 2 mana and cast that commander's plate, and then next turn, mountain. Let's go ahead and equip 1, 2, 3 and boop onto Rograkh. I feel really good about that. 1 mana open. We'll just go to next turn. We'll tap 1 and 2, putting out Kediss. Swing for a Cool Crisp. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 commander damage. We're gonna pretend that's our life total. Land for turn feels good. Let's go ahead and bring out. Not getting any other equipment here. An Etched Champion. No. Let's go ahead and bring out the Granite Grip. Putting it on here. I know the playtest isn't as fun to watch, but I think it's always good to two. So then that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's a total of 9 commander damage, and 9 to everybody else. Pass the turn. 1, 2, 3. Got to keep that mana open. The vigilance and the trample is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move to combat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this. So somebody said that they would add Silent Arbiter in here. I think that is an interesting addition. Just because you have a commander with menace. That is an astute choice, my friend, and a one that I really like, actually. Which means we have one more card to cut, but I'm actually not mad at that. I really like that a lot. So one more card to cut. What are your thoughts on this, you guys? I have an idea at what to cut. I don't know if you guys would like it. I'm thinking Relentless Assault, but we don't have many extra turns, and I feel like Relentless Assault feels kind of out of place in here. Yes, I do run one in my deck, but I literally just kind of popped that in there. Thoughts on that swap? I would feel pretty good about that swap, but I do want y'all's approval before any official cuts are made. Oh, just gonna crack my back. Feels good. Okay, we have one cut for the Relentless Assault. Wait, Zarl, are you talking about Relentless? Okay, 2 to keep on the Relentless Assault. Okay. So crap. I don't know how I feel now about cuts. We only have one more card left to cut. I'm not going to cut another 6 lands. I feel like we have enough card draw that maybe I could, I'll cut the Cathartic Reunion. Okay. So guys, we are now officially at the end of our stream. And that means it's time to do our wonderful naming of the deck. So please, guys, pop your favorite names in. Let me know how you're feeling. As I clean up my mess of cards over here. Give me some thoughts and give me some feelings about how you're feeling about this brew. I personally feel really good about this. I like what we've got going on. It's a really good vibe. Like the brew stumped for the name. Somebody I think said earlier, oops, all damage. And I like that. Thoughts on oops, all damage? Dana Roach, of course, Dana called him Rograkh. That's very much a Dana thing to do, if we're being honest. Alrighty, beautiful people. I think Oops All Damage is a good name, and I'm actually kind of vibing with the name, so I think I'm going to keep the name. So that means we're now at the end of the stream, which is time to do our beautiful shout-outs. So, I have something really cool that I want to share with you guys, but I actually think I'm going to wait until tomorrow to announce it when I play live on camera for my paper magic stream. I think it'll be a little bit cool, a little bit fun, a little bit wild, a little bit weird, a little bit crazy. So I think I'm going to do that. But if you just saw, it has something to do with Alter Sleeves, wink wink. I'm actually currently partnering with Alter Sleeves to do a fun collaboration. I do have an affiliate link that you can use to purchase sleeves, which I use frequently in my commander decks, and I think they're absolutely amazing. And I will share my surprise with you guys about them come tomorrow. Let's see. I am currently sponsored by the wonderful folks at Ultra Pro and sponsored by the wonderful folks at TCG Player. And the stream is also made better by the folks at Brainstorm Brewery, who have helped me get to where I am using my desktop, and it's amazing, and they're wonderful, and I appreciate them from the bottom of my heart. Let's see, I also write articles on TCG Player about this stream right here that happen every single Sunday, and you can find those on TCG Player's website. Let's see, I also have a Discord you should definitely check out. Here's my links to my link tree, and I post most of my content on Twitter at Manicurse. You should definitely check that out. I also stream Paper Commander content Wednesdays and Sundays at 6 p.m. Eastern, so you should definitely check that out because it's always a blast. Definitely super cool and super fun. And yeah, so thanks you guys so very much for joining me on another lovely episode of Always Be Brewing. I actually want to go ahead and raid somebody. So while we are about to raid, let's go ahead and raid Olivia, because I have my lovely friend Joey playing on the stream tonight, and I love Joey. So go ahead and say hi to Joey and say hi to Olivia, and support some wonderful creators in the community. So we are now raiding. Alrighty. And we are raiding. So thanks you guys so very much. And I will see you guys tomorrow night for some Paper Commander. Or I'll see you in the next video that's going to pop up on YouTube. So thanks you guys so very much for joining me. And I will see you guys next time. Bye! I'm waiting to see if the raid went through, because sometimes it doesn't go through.